Hey everyone, Brendan from Goalorious. Today I'm super excited to be joined by the Affinity team. Hey guys, how's it going?
Fantastic, man. Thanks.
Good, man. How are you?
Good. I talked about this project literally a couple of days ago. A bunch of you guys were excited about it, so I'm excited that I can have you guys join. So maybe we could start by telling about who you guys are and maybe some background, you guys' background, and then we'll talk about the project.
Of course, thanks. And again, appreciate you having us on. I'm Chris. You'll see me around the Telegram, Twitter space as CRYPTOASSETS. I am one of the founders and developers on the team, and a little bit of background about myself, just so you guys know where I'm coming from and where I've been. I'm a 22-year Air Force veteran. I spent a lot of time in the IT field and also doing aircraft maintenance, that kind of thing, for a very long time. And once I transitioned out of the Air Force, I went into government contracting, also as a systems engineer, and then eventually on to network engineering, and just been through the gambit of IT-related fields. I'm also pretty extensive into the business side of things. I run, small software companies, nonprofits. I have an MBA, and it was just a no-brainer to come up with a project when I got into crypto and said, I see the need and what crypto is doing. It was a no-brainer for me to say, let's put something together and let's really make a splash in this crypto space.
Nice.
And I'm Paul, otherwise known as the fakest Slim Shady in Telegram and stuff like that. I think in Discord I'm actually Darkwing Duck, but picture's the same in Telegram as Discord and stuff like that. So just like Chris, I was in the service. I did 11 years in the Navy, got my bachelor's in networking and cybersecurity. Got out, worked for a couple of defense contractors where I ended up meeting Chris. Still working for one right now. I'm looking to move on, maybe to something bigger and better here in a little bit, but currently doing some systems engineer work. Love the IT field, and it's always funny whenever we talk about the starting of this token that me, Chris, and our third core team member, who unfortunately couldn't make it tonight, we were all working together, and we were talking about the need for some of these products that we wanted to have, and we needed a coin, and we kind of we went from there, and it was just luck that all three of us were at the same place at the same time.
Yep.
Nice. Well, first of all, thank you guys for your service, of course.
Thank you.
Much respect there. And you guys, I said this earlier, but you guys have some of the best nicknames I've seen when I was going through your website. I thought that was great. And obviously, I know you guys are definitely community focused. But yeah, and it's great that you guys, you see the need and you actually want to. I always say this all the time that, we're always needing better projects in the cryptocurrency space. And it's great that you realize that, and you're really starting something special here. So maybe you guys could, in case my community didn't watch the previous video, I'll put the link in the description. But maybe you guys give a brief overview on what this project is all about.
All right, I'll jump in and start that off. So, Affinity was originally a brainchild of, believe it or not, the Adapt platform before it was actually even thought of to be a token. So we really wanted to find a way to bring Adapt to the community. And, again, for those that haven't watched the other video, please go watch it. But Adapt is the peer-to-peer trading platform. As it is right now, it does allow users to create a username and rather than use their wallet address. And for those of you that are new to crypto, even us older veterans to crypto, copying wallet addresses, having to send it to somebody through text or whatever, it's cumbersome. And I've sent stuff to wrong addresses multiple times. So we wanted to find a way. This is why doesn't this exist already? Seems like a no-brainer. We wanted to create a way that people could send crypto very easily without having to mess around with all these long hashes and mess things up. So Adapt was really thought of first, and then we needed a vehicle to go ahead and launch that. So we brainstormed on the token. We decided let's create some tokenomics that are really going to reward people, because in the process we want to do more and more development. So while we have people that are invested in our product and to our token and our community, they need something. They need something to, to get rewarded by. And, we didn't feel that simple self-reflections or anything like that had really any real value. You get pennies on the day if you're lucky. We want to really give back. Us as a development team and as a community really love to give back. So that was something that was very important to us. But yeah, the Adapt is our flagship. It's in its early stages. It's V1 right now. We got V2 already starting development, and we already have plans for what's going to be coming towards V3. So,
yeah, I thought it was a brilliant idea. I said that in my previous video. And yeah, when I teach people about cryptocurrency, they're like, oh, how do you send from one to another? I was like, oh, you grab this contract, which is a long number. And they're like, it's so confusing. While everything else in the world uses a username. And I did accidentally, hopefully my wife doesn't hear this, but I actually sent 4BNB to a wrong contract address. So congratulations to whoever got that 4BNB.
Wow.
It happened. I mean, I've done thousands of transactions, and literally last week, that happened to me. I wish I could be saying that. Hopefully she doesn't watch this video, but, so I feel the pain, and like I said, I definitely feel like something like this is needed, and I'm surprised that no one else has even thought of support. So that's why, I'm excited about this project, and you guys are obviously talking more about this. So, and I registered, and then I signed up for my username and things like that. So, I think that's I always say, I always want to make sure, my username is obscure, but I always say, hey, it's always you get one of the benefits for joining and being early adopter is jumping and getting those cool usernames. So I think that's obviously a perk. So,
and obviously one thing you kind of touched on with that too, that we barely ever mention is contract addresses. Not only when you're messing with wallet addresses, but if you're looking for a specific token to send to somebody, now you have to go look up the contract. You have to make sure you have the right contract. Because we all know there's a lot of scams that pop up. I know there's at least one that tried to duplicate us even. So we already do the research and we plug that contract in. So when you go in there and you search up Affinity and you select that is in fact the right contract.
Yeah, boggles my mind how you could be listed, because there's so many places your tokens can get listed on Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain. Anyone could have, even though the symbol is the same, you could technically have you have different contracts, right? So it's just, it's hard for, especially as crypto beginners, which is a majority of my community, is it's just not something that's super obvious. It has the same name. When you buy stocks, you can't have things different name. But you have to there's so many different checks and any ways that you can make it easier, streamlined, the better. So
yeah, there's so many forms of doing self-verification that we know how fast the crypto market moves. If you're not quick and you're not on it, you can miss out on some big money. And not only that, but if you're too quick and on it, you mess up. So we really want to alleviate both of those things. We just want to make it easy as possible for the end user to achieve that goal of doing whatever transfer it is they're trying to do and get it done in the most quickly and efficient way possible, where it is just so much little of a process for them that it's a no-brainer to use.
Right. Makes sense. So you guys said, I think you said V3 is coming in the near future. Maybe we could talk a little bit about what's the current state, what have you guys are at right now, and then where you guys are listed, but also what's coming up on the roadmap, and maybe even stuff coming, again, if you guys want to share what's coming up in the coming weeks, coming months, coming years.
Well, I'll be the first one to say that there is going to be some stuff that we just cannot talk about. We've had a couple of really, really good ideas. I'm sure Chris will kind of also echo their importance. We've had a lot of really good ideas that we've come up with that we don't want someone with more resources coming in and scooping up from under us. So we actually have a very small amount of people that have signed a non-disclosure agreement so that they're the only ones that we bounce ideas off of for some of the upcoming stuff with Adapt. But I'm telling you right now, it is going to be really, really game-changing. It's such a simple concept that is similar to us coming up with Adapt and saying, how is no one doing this? It's the exact same thing, just a different style of getting something done. As soon as we come out with it and we say, look, it's out, this is what this product is, every single person in crypto is going to say, man, how did we not do this? How has no one else done this yet? So that's some of the stuff coming up, and I'll let Chris finish up on some of the other things.
Yeah, so like Paul had touched on, we have really exciting stuff coming up. You touched on some of them in your video with the release of the mobile app. which to us is extremely exciting because like we've always said to people, we want to basically become similar to like the PayPal, the Venmo, the Cash App of the crypto world. First of all, we have to start off somewhere. So we're starting off with BSC. We're on the BSC, the Binance Smart Chain. That's where our contract resides. So we're naturally going to start there, perfect that, improve on that, and then hopefully expand out into Ethereum and expand out into, the blue chip markets, bridges, and that kind of thing. But first and foremost, with that mobile wallet, powered by Adapt, I do want to make this very clear because we get some people that say, "Oh, well, trying to copy SafeMoon or whoever." That's not at all, right? So you have to look at the wallet as something that is just a necessary tool for somebody that may be new and is coming in and wants the wallet powered by Adapt. But you don't have to use our wallet to use the Adapt portion. If you like Trust Wallet, you like SafePal, you like SafeMoon Wallet, whatever wallet it is you like, MetaMask, you can connect that still even to the mobile wallet. Just to back up a little bit where we currently are, Adapt in its current state is version 1, beta, whatever you want to call it, right? So we wanted to get something out quickly and basically something that we could look at as a proof of concept, something that we could start getting some analytics on and things like that, ease of use, adaptability and how much people are really going to enjoy and really take to the concept. So no, it's not the prettiest looking thing in the world. It's not, 100% easy to use. It's much easier to use than just sending, peer-to-peer using contract wallet addresses, but it could be easier. And we are continuing to improve on that. So those are things that are coming when you look at what's in the current state and what's coming in the short term.
Yeah, couple of things. You're talking about like SafeMoon. I don't even know. Is the SafeMoon wallet even out yet? They took forever to release that, things like that anyways. So there's that. And yeah, like I said, I am always like a big like tools person. I actually have like, I've created my own tools in the crypto space, things like that. Nothing related to this, but like I said, I think any tools, things like that, compared to it, like there's things that need to be improved on in what the tools we have. Again, it goes to like, when I tell people, crypto beginners, about, okay, this is how to get into crypto space. You make a wallet, you do the contract addresses, you go to like PancakeSwap and PooCoin to check things out, and then, you swap to here. And it's like I said, there has to be a better way to be doing things, and I'm glad that you guys are working towards those things. And even though you have an minimum viable project to have up, I think it's obviously usable, and it's great that you guys are focusing on like user experience, etc. But like I said, I think it's a lot nicer than a lot of other tools I've been already using anyways. So I think it's good, and yeah, and I think like it's definitely exciting, all the possibilities that they have to improve on this. And like I said, I'm not trying to get spoilers out of you guys. It's great that you guys are thinking about, okay, we have this. What else can we do in this space? So I've definitely talked to other projects that are like, we're a meme coin. That's it. Or, hey, we'll have, we'll do this NFT collection and that's it. There's no utility. Like, so things like that. So it's like, you have a good idea, but you're also trying to figure out more ways to, more tools, more ways to evolve the project.
And some of the stuff that's not in the non-disclosure agreement that we can talk about is, you have to think the business aspect of it. Something like PayPal and Venmo is not just for if I want to send you or Chris money. This is, if I want to use crypto to purchase, because more and more businesses are starting to accept crypto. So we've also looked at, some of the more later versions or updates are going to include stuff where a business has the opportunity to do a business account, adding transaction history, adding verification of a transaction, or potentially two-factor authentication if you're sending it to, someone that you've never sent to before. So there's all sorts of fun stuff that we've come up with that is making it easier and security-minded and looking out for not just the end user, but for the business as well, because everyone can easily benefit from this. So that's kind of some of the more long-term stuff that we've been looking at as well that we can add on to this product.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I kind of, without you saying, I kind of get an idea of the direction that you're thinking of going. And I think that makes sense. I think with, you're thinking about it. How can we? This is the crypto space. How can we service and help out all these different users, be partnerships, etc. And obviously, with new projects launching all the time, I think that makes sense. You're going to make it easy for both sides of the coin. I don't know if that's a pun or something like that, but cool. No, that's it. Like I said, I like projects that do, that work with others, make it easy for others, and are not just in it to, go to the moon or 100x and things like that. You're actually looking to make a difference. So at the beginning of this, when you guys introducing yourself, you said, okay, we went into this not to make tons of money. I mean, that's still obviously very possible, but it's also like, hey, we want to make a difference. This is what's needed. You're kind of like, okay, hey, we need to be doing this and make a difference. So I think that's cool.
It's possible, but I'm not quitting my day job anytime soon.
And don't get me wrong, right? So like you had just said, some meme coins. But if people are upfront about that and they say, hey, we're making a meme coin, we're doing cool. At least they're letting people know what they're getting into. There's great things and very bad things that could happen with that, but at least they're being upfront about it. I have all the respect in the world for that. What I got tired of seeing is projects or tokens launching almost under the facade that they're anything more than just a token that's trying to pump, and then obviously most likely dumping. You look at some of these roadmaps, a lot of them are the same. They come up with ideas of we're making an NFT platform, or how many projects have you seen that basically just forked Pancake Swap and they basically just put their logo on it and rebrand it. So we want it to be something different. We want it to be an actual project, which you don't see very often in the crypto space, is a project that is, no kidding, innovating and building things that do not exist to better the space. Again, I have respect for developers. I have respect for project builders that are doing their thing. But at the same time, we keep hearing how crypto needs to get better, how crypto needs to evolve. You can't do that if people are not building better and different things. If everybody's just forking Pancake Swap over and over again, or saying that they're going to build an NFT platform that most likely will never, ever come, they're just using it as marketing. We're never going to get better. We're never going to evolve in the crypto space and become what crypto really can become.
Yeah, I mean, there's countless projects that I end up talking to that are in the roadmap. There's something that's NFT marketplace or exchange and things like that. I'm like, that's fine, but you need 10,000. I was going to say 1,000, but I think I've seen 10,000 literally of these NFT marketplace. And of course, obviously NFTs are important, etc.
Absolutely.
But it's how can projects be unique, differentiate themselves, and come up with an original idea that they actually push and focus on. That's how you're really going to get a loyal following community and potential investors behind you. And then the other thing I was going to say was, everyone's just doing the same thing. I use Fiverr a lot. It's not a surprise, but I see you go on Fiverr and pay $50 for someone to make your own SafeMoon clone contract, and anyone could launch a project. And I don't think that's making making the space any better either. And obviously, especially for new investors, it's just with all these potential scams that are out there, how do we improve on that? And if it's easy for anyone to make their own project, I think that's tough.
And that's kind of, if you circle all the way back to, hey, this is us, this is our project, that's actually where the name Affinity came from. Is we knew that some of the projects that we were going to launch were going to be not just another project on the blockchain, but this is going to be a project that is going to have utility, that is going to help the crypto space and help bring people in the crypto space together. So that's why we originally chose that name, and we were lucky enough to have a really smart person in our chat that was there since day one come up with ADAPT, which is an acronym for Affinity Digital Asset Payment Technology. So we actually did a contest because we couldn't think of a good name.
No, that's good. And that's you're tapping into community because they're really, passionate about the project and everything you're doing, which I think makes a lot of sense. So I didn't know that. That's also, if you just remember that off the top of your head, I can remember.
I almost messed it up if you heard that.
But cool. So like, yeah, so we talked a bit about the roadmap. And again, all my questions seem like I'm trying to get spoilers, but, I know why this project is unique and what sets it apart, but maybe you guys could talk about like why you're, so excited about this project. It's kind of corny, but what gets you out of the bed, to talk about this and work on it. And I assume you guys are staying up late working on this project all the time. I see some of your guys' updates. So yeah, like what is it that really like drives you guys for this project, and keeps you guys pushing on it? Whether that's something that comes out soon or something in the future, like yeah.
I mean, I would say that other than we've talked about just embedding the crypto space. Me and Chris and the rest of the people that are really really working on this project, we like people. So we like interacting with the people. We've said it hundreds of times and we'll continue to say it. The community that we have started is really, really close and tight knit. The first 3 or 4 weeks that you were in our Telegram, it was just all people in there having a good time, talking crypto, talking about our project. And I think to this date, we really haven't had to ban anyone from our Telegram other than bots, because as soon as someone comes in, if they have a disagreement about a specific token, the rest of the community basically says, hey, you know what, that's not what we're here for, and let's keep going. So when it comes down to it, the reason that we keep doing all of this other stuff that's for the community, whether it's say, hey, we're going to do rewards to reward the community for the people that are holding while we're getting these products out, or the community said, hey, well, we would really like if you guys had a staking platform so we could stake more Affinity. Well, we said, okay, well, it's going to take some time. We haven't really done a staking platform before, but you know what? Sure, we'll do it. Why not? And that's, at least for me, that's why I do it. I love hanging out with our community. And before Chris goes, I will just say that if you want a piece of that, we do a thing called Affinity Fridays. Every Friday we get in Twitter Spaces at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We do any updates to the project. It's the business side of it. And then afterwards, Chris streams on Twitch. We all hop into Discord and we hang out and we have a good time. We play some Twitch games. If you partake in some drinking, you get a beer, get a shot, get whatever you want. If you're from California, Colorado, any one of those states, and you do those things, people partake in that as well. But that's, the community just really, really enjoys being around other like-minded people. And for me, that's what does it. I can't tell you how excited I get when I finally have 5 or 6 minutes to hop into Telegram and chat with people, or hop into Discord and chat with people and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I started like a YouTube channel. Like the first comment I ever got was like, oh, cool video. It probably wasn't. I'm sure I got a lot of other comments. And then I finally got a, hey, cool video or helpful. Like that's what drives me as well. So I totally understand. And I think that's an awesome thing. So.
Yeah. And I won't drown out. I know we limited time here, but I want to echo what Paul said, especially about the community. Everybody that's ever interacted with either one of us in our community knows that too. It's all about them. I'm not here for me. I'm here for the crypto space and everybody involved in it to make things better. And then I'm here for all of our investors and doing anything we possibly can to not only increase value and give back to them, but to just educate and be there for them. We've talked about things that aren't even crypto related and helped people out with things and other people in the community have. And that's really what it comes down to. I really, personally, I wouldn't care if I ever made money off of this project, as long as the rest of the community is reaching their goals, their lives are getting better, and their knowledge is improving.
Yeah, that resonates with me for sure. I used to be a manager at a company, and obviously I got promotions. Humble brag, I guess, but I obviously had employees, and let's say for example I didn't get 10 promotions. If I got 10 promotions, I only cared about the ones that really mattered were the promotions that I got for my people under me, right? My employees. Because that makes a big difference. It's like, oh, okay, well, whatever, I'm getting more money, etc. But if I could help someone else out,
absolutely,
that feels a lot better, and I feel a lot better about myself. And so it's kind of reminded me of that. So I think that's awesome. Agree. So cool. So before we sign off, maybe you guys could tell me and tell my community how they can be involved, right? I know you guys said partake in Twitch and Affinity Fridays. We'll definitely I'll send a reminder to my community about that. But if there's obviously how they participate in obviously the token or joining the socials or anything like that, like what would you guys want from the community if they're interested in this project?
So we have, I'm sure if you don't link them in the description or whatever, but either way, so right now we do have a Telegram, which is t.me/safe_affinity, or if you're in Telegram, that's at safe_affinity. We are going to be rebranding our Twitter. It might be by the time this video is posted or not, probably not. But right now it is at Safe Affinity. It is going to be at Affinity BSC. I've been waiting for the right time to kind of rebrand that because, Twitter's weird. If I rebrand it and then people click on the link, it'll be a dead link, that kind of thing. So so we are going to be rebranding that. The Telegram is a really good spot. We're trying to bring more people over to the Discord. The Discord is linked in our Telegram. It's also linked on our website, and our website is affinitybsc.com. If you go to the website, you'll get all the links to all the socials, everything right from there. As they change, I will change the links on the website as well. So if you're ever confused or lost or don't know where to find us, go to the website first and click on the links there, and you'll get where you need to go. What we're looking for from our community is to basically be an extension of what this project believes in. When you're out there in social media and you're promoting or projecting what Affinity is and letting people know, really be a representative, not of me, not of Paul, but of Affinity. You are Affinity. So if you're telling people, how they can get involved and invest, whether it's through PancakeSwap or whether they use our swapper contract or however it may be, walk them through it, educate them. Don't get upset with people. If somebody's not happy with, something, just educate them. A lot of times people just get frustrated. They get frustrated and they take it out in a bad way. So education is a great tool. Just be out there and represent yourself in a respectful manner, and other people, if they they're going to do their thing, and either let them go or like I said, educate them. But be a part of the community. If you have questions, the most important thing I can tell you is if you have questions, reach out to somebody. There's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of bad stuff out there. Of people trying to get you to do things that you shouldn't do to steal your money. Go to our website and find our Telegram, find our official outlets, reach out to our mods, reach out to me, DM me directly. If like I said, CrypTorment on Twitter, CrypTorment on Telegram, I'll help you out. But please go look for our socials and reach out to our community.
Awesome. You also forgot, make sure that they get their username on the Adapt platform.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got Goalorious. I'm like, well, I could have. No one's gonna take. I mean, someone could take Goalorious, obviously, but I should take like my name or something, like Brent or like Dog. I'm sure you're getting a lot of those people who sign up that are just like dude or like the most basic.
Yeah,
names.
we have like somebody that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Or, like
Yeah, we do.
Another just like a 16-digit number. That's their username. Maybe the same digit as a contract.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Yeah. Again, I'm excited about this project. I appreciate your guys' time. I'll put all the links on the description. And yeah, I appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to me today. But thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Catch you guys next time.